Hello and welcome to the first part of my Norfolk Microadventure. My partner and I had an impromptu trip to Norfolk last weekend. We had to go to Cromer to pick up a car part for my partner's brother. And we decided to stay overnight and make a weekend of it. We'd got a trip on a steam train planned and we'd booked the night in a vintage Ariba caravan. But when we got to Cromer, the first thing we wanted to do was take a walk along the coast into the town. It was great to hear the sea crashing on the beach below, and there's so much to explore in Cromer. There's nature, historical buildings, a lifeboat museum, a steam railway, and even an art trail, which my partner was interested in looking at. You can see paintings from the bigger picture all around Cromer town, and you can walk the art trail and spot them. Cromer gained popularity as a seaside resort in the 19th century, and it's famed for its seaside charm, fresh crab and scenic clifftop views. The blue building in front is meant to be the best fish and chip shop in town. And in the distance, you can see the tower of St. Peter and St. Paul Church, which we're going to visit later. Walking past these gorgeous fishermen's cottages, we soon discovered Cromer crab. Known for its exceptionally sweet, delicate white meat and the rich, flavoursome brown meat. As we walked along New Street, I knew that my partner would love to go and visit Bookworms. This charming second-hand bookshop offers an eclectic selection of books, and it's known for its cosy atmosphere and well-organised shelves, making it a favourite amongst both locals and visitors alike. I can guarantee that whenever we're out on a walk, my partner will stop to look in a bookshop or a second-hand shop. While he was paying for his books, I decided to go outside and grab myself an ice cream. There are plenty of shops, pubs and bars and restaurants to explore whilst you're walking around Cromer. And many of them, like the Wellington Free House, are housed in historic Grade 2 listed buildings. One of the most notable landmarks in Cromer is the Tower of St. Peter and St. Paul Church. The church was constructed primarily in the 15th century, but over time it experienced periods of decline, and by the 19th century it had fallen into disrepair. Between 1887 and 1889, some significant restoration took place under the direction of the architect Sir Arthur Bloomfield, who rebuilt the chancel and repaired the nave and the tower. Standing at 160 feet, the church's tower is the tallest of any parish church in Norfolk. It features ornate battlements and pinnacles, and historically, a light atop the tower served as a beacon for seafarers before the construction of the current lighthouse. The church houses notable stained glass windows, including works by Morris & Co., designed by Edward Burne-Jones, located in the east window of the south aisle. The church is open daily from 9 till 5 p.m. Entry is free, and visitors are welcome to explore the church and attend services. Other amenities include accessible toilets and free Wi-Fi. Situated on Church Street in the centre of Cromer, the church is easily accessible and is close to other local attractions. I stopped on the corner of the road just so that my partner could catch up with me. But exploring Cromer on foot and discovering all the amazing historic buildings was a great way to start our micro-adventure. Our next stop was Jetty Street, one of the oldest and most historically significant streets in Cromer. It has deep roots in the town's maritime heritage, once bustling with fishermen, crabbers and lodging houses during the Victorian and Edwardian eras. Today, many of its buildings are Grade 2 listed, reflecting their architectural and historical importance. The street lies within a conservation area, preserving its unique character. While it has transitioned over the years, Jetty Street remains a charming residential area with a mix of permanent residents and holiday accommodations. However, we found one shop that my partner Carl wasn't allowed to go in, hence his nickname Grandpa Troll. When we found this shop, we thought it was quite funny. Why? No trolls. Oh no! Oh no! Grandpa can't go in there. No trolls! They're not allowed. You're not allowed. You're not allowed. You're not allowed. Our next stop was a secret peek inside the historic Hotel de Paris, a distinguished seaside hotel with a rich history and an iconic presence on the North Norfolk coast. The building began as a marine residence constructed in 1820 by Lord Suffield. In 1830, Pierre Lefrançois, a French émigré, transformed it into a hotel to cater to the increasing number of visitors to Cromer. By 1845, it was officially named the Hotel de Paris, reflecting its growing reputation. In the 1890s, architect George John Skipper redesigned the hotel, incorporating the original structure and neighbouring properties. The result was a striking red brick and terracotta building featuring a central octagonal tower, decorative turrets and a copper-clad dome, exemplifying Victorian elegance. Recognising its architectural and historical significance, the hotel was designated as a Grade 2 listed building in 1977. The hotel boasts 67 en-suite rooms spread over 4 floors, many offering sea or town views. If you're looking for a hearty meal, a refreshing drink, or just a cosy spot to relax after exploring the Norfolk coast, there are plenty of pubs and restaurants here where you can do that. And if you want to go shopping, there are plenty of shops too, selling all kinds of things from clothes to art to bric-a-brac. There's fast food and ice cream. The Wellington pub is a popular spot for both locals and visitors. Housed in a Grade 2 listed building, the Wellington boasts classic architectural features including sash windows and a distinctive corner turret. Its historic character adds to the charm and appeal of the establishment. And it's definitely worth walking around all of these small lanes and exploring this area on foot in detail. If you're looking for seaside themed arts and crafts to take home as a souvenir, some of the local shops have some great examples. And because of the famous Cromer crab, you'll find a lot of crab themed items in these shops, plus some beautiful art. And if you want to take a foodie souvenir home with you, you can always visit Davy's, the crab shop, where you can buy your crab and your lobster and all kinds of seafood. We were actually visiting at the time of the Cromer Crab and Lobster Festival, and I've got another video coming up from that very shortly. On our walk back up to the car park, there was one last building that I wanted to have a look at, and that was the Old Town Hall. Designed by the renowned architect George Skipper, who was responsible for the Hotel de Paris, this was completed in 1890. The Old Town Hall is constructed in a Queen Anne style, using a red brick with a stucco finish. The buildings have many uses. Not only was it adopted as the council's headquarters, during the Second World War it was requisitioned for military use, and it's also been a theatre. So if you're looking for a really quaint little Victorian seaside town in Norfolk to go for a walk around, then Cromer is it. There's plenty of history and historic buildings, beautiful Victorian gardens, seafront walks and quaint little shopping areas to explore. In my next videos, I'll be going on the North Norfolk Railway and riding on a steam train and staying in an Ariba Pup caravan for the night. So come and join me on another video and a walk with Grandma very shortly. Thanks for watching.